Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to KHM Today, your weekly resource for industry news and straight up fun. I am your host, Carolyn Orff, and today is March 22nd, 2023. However, it's actually March 20th. We are recording this episode because this week we are welcoming 30 fantastic boot camp 1.0ers to the KHM home office here in Brunswick, Ohio. And we are going to focus solely on them this week. So we are pre-recording this show so that you all have something fun to tune into on Wednesday. Let's see. We have some amazing guests today. What do you guys think of our studio? I can't even believe this. It's so fun and I feel so legit. We have the best video production and marketing team in the business, that's for sure. But we have some really fun guests today for you. So let's kick it off with our friends from MSC Cruises. Please welcome Kris Endreson, Vice President of Strategic Sales for MSC Cruise Line. Hello, Kris.
Hi, Carolyn. It's a pleasure to be here with you today.
I know, and you get like the real vibe of a talk show, and you didn't even know it.
I know. I wish I was sitting next to you. It's fabulous.
It's very funny because when we have more than one person on, we have to move the camera so far back, but I can't really see people when I do that. So this is really nice because you're close enough that I'm actually able to see you, and I feel like we're talking in person. But one of the things that I have loved about cruising in the last 6-8 months is that wave season is actually tsunami season, and it has been relentless and a fun ride. And boy, just so exhilarating considering, the past couple of years, which we don't talk about. It's just so fun to see the energy of the business and MSC's growth within that spectrum. So can you share a little bit with us what that has looked like for you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. And you're absolutely right. It has been a tsunami, and it has just been so incredibly exciting for us at MSC. While we were poised and ready for the growth, I have to tell you, it's really caught us off guard, which is just a wonderful thing to wake up to every day. With 2023, we will have the largest deployment in North America in the history of MSC. So we were ready with our ships. We'll have 5 ships here by the end of November. But to see the business just absolutely pouring in, it's exciting because our ships are on track to sell out this year. So, it couldn't be better with, the number of ships that we have deployed in this market. And then, of course, all the amazing things that we're doing as far as bringing new ships into this market with MSC Seashore, which is Seascape, which is the newest ship that we have in this market. And then we've got some new ships, coming out of New York, and we have new home ports. We have a new terminal that is currently under construction in Port Miami, where, again, just speaking to the growth of MSC and all the accommodating all of these amazing ships that we'll have in Miami. The terminal, as I said, it's under construction. It's going to be one of the largest terminals in the world, probably second largest. If anybody is concerned about that, but the terminal is going to have 4, we call them embarkation decks. And we will be able to offer our guests a seamless experience from curb to ship with contactless facial recognition, all sorts of state-of-the-art screening before anybody even boards the ship. And then, what's really exciting is we'll be able to accommodate up to 3 of our largest, most innovative, technologically advanced ships, which translates into being able to accommodate 36 passengers on embark-debark days for us. So just It's so exciting. I think that really puts a stake in our commitment to this market. In addition to Ocean Key, our private island that we actually introduced in 2019, which is we call it Ocean Key Marine Reserve, which is a real marine reserve. But again, another major $400 million investment into the North America market. And it's just proven to be a tremendous highlight for all of our guests. There's so much growth. I could be here all day, probably, Carolyn.
Well, and I feel like the mayor of Miami might be your biggest fan because I don't know if you saw the news, but they've had just such trouble down there in spring break for Miami that I'm sure the mayor is like, sure, bring them down here and then take them away. Well, so anything to get them out of Miami proper and off the beaches, I'm sure he's like, build it as big as you want and get them out of here.
Yeah, agreed. Having lived down there, I can commiserate with the pain that they're going through down there in South Beach this week. But yeah, our ships will be ready, and we do have ships actually all full for spring break as well. So, a lot of really exciting things happening. New ports. Last year we introduced, well, 2 years ago now, Port Canaveral as our second home port to Miami. And then last year we introduced New York City, which is our newest home port, where MSC Meraviglia will be sailing year round. We're super excited about that because, the MSC brand, I think, is just perfectly suited to that North America market. And the ship is absolutely stunning, and she's going to cater to the discerning New Yorker clientele. And I think I can say that, with some credibility, having been raised up in New Jersey. So,
well, and I think that drive market is really special because you have so many states that can easily access that port, and it becomes yet another amazing drive market for us.
yes, absolutely. In fact, she'll be sailing from the Brooklyn Cruise Terminal, and she's doing some spectacular itineraries as well. So we'll be offering a nice variety for our guests up in that region. We'll start, actually, her first sailing is almost a month to the day from today. And she'll be sailing starting with 7 and 8 night Caribbean and Florida itineraries. And then she'll pivot and she'll do some 5 and 6 night itineraries to Bermuda. And who doesn't absolutely love Bermuda?
I love Bermuda.
Right. And then we'll do some 10 and 11 night Canada, New England, which is just fabulous. And calling on some of those really amazing ports: Halifax, St. John, Nova Scotia, Portland, Maine, and Newport, Rhode Island, Boston, to just name a few. So we're very excited to have this offering for that market. And also, it's a great market for international travelers as well. It's an easy hop into New York for them to board the ship.
So many advisors might say, well, MSC on the outside looks a lot like some of our mainstream carriers, but on the inside, something's different. And I don't mean the inside of the ship. I mean the inside, the personal side of MSC. Would you say that's a pretty clear assessment?
Yes, I think, first of all, yes. And our European heritage really is infused in everything we do. And that's a key differentiator for MSC Cruises, because we have guests that board our ships from all over the world. It just, it creates just a wonderful ambiance on board. I like to say that the multicultural nature of our guests all come together to create this really unique ambiance. And, we're perfect for those, who just love to meet people from around the world and open, themselves to new cultures. And so that is probably one of our key differentiators. However, I will also mention our ships are absolutely stunning. The hardware is gorgeous, and the onboard experience, we have award-winning entertainment. We have a phenomenal kids program, and so much to do for families, which not a lot of people are aware of, but we're a really terrific family experience as well. So there are some really, cool things that definitely differentiate our experience, and why we have so many guests who say, I love MSC and that's all I want to cruise on.
And I'm coming back. Another reason for people to sail you guys and to keep coming back is your commitment to sustainability, which I'm always a little shocked when a client brings this to my attention, that this is one of their driving factors when it comes to planning their vacation, because I know it's out there, but I didn't realize that it mattered so much to my clients. And this is something that you guys strive to achieve.
Yeah, absolutely. At MSC, we're not just checking the boxes. This is in our DNA. Sustainability has been at the root of everything we do. In fact, the tagline for our company, of our owners, we're a privately owned cruise line, the world's largest privately owned cruise line. And, our owner, his mission is to make the world a better place. And so with that, just a little history so that everyone out there can really understand why we have this commitment and why I say it's in our DNA. MSC Cruises started over 300 years ago. Actually, in the year 1675. I mean, that's just mind blowing all into itself. But this, and it's been in the same family since. And so, the family really does feel one with the sea. And it's really important that we become that we make our stake as the leaders, because we are the leaders in this, in sustainability. In fact, some viewers may have seen our recent 60-second television commercial that speaks only to sustainability. We want the world to know that we're making a stake and we're the leaders, and it's really important to us.
I love it. What is do you see, and I could be wrong, and correct me if I'm wrong, do you see yourself sailing the Mexican Riviera?
Carolyn, you're asking me to give away secrets that,
from my market being in Denver, it's a very attractive location. And I know the ships are there this year. They're getting better. We'd love to do more, because not having to do that overnight, and don't get me wrong, we always encourage it, but from Denver to LA, we can get there almost every hour starting at 6 a.m. So it's very attractive to jump on a ship in LA and spend a week on the seas.
Absolutely. And we 100% agree with you. And all I can say is stay tuned, because the growth that I've talked about is literally, it's happening even beyond what I'm able to tell you. We're actually exploring Galveston, which we'll probably be sailing from in 2024. And then the plan is absolutely to make our way west. So just a little patience, but we're going to be everywhere. We will be everywhere in North America soon.
I love it. All right, 6 months, Kris. You got 6 months.
I know, right?
Keep pressing. Well, I enjoy your company so much. I'm so glad that you were able to join us today. And we look forward to more and more opportunities with MSC, because you guys are a strong partner and we're loving your growth. It's really fun to watch.
Thank you. And our commitment to our travel partners, it's real. And with this growth, we invite all of our travel advisors to grow with us. Now is the time to become that expert on MSC. Connect with us. We'll get you all the knowledge and information you need to set you all up for success, because we want to see you all grow as we grow. So thank you so much, Carolyn.
Thank you. And you're absolutely right. Now is the time for growth. I never thought I would see anything like this, especially after a rough couple of years. And it is just, it just gives you this energy that is, that I didn't know we could see again. And so I'm so thrilled by it. And I'm just thrilled by the success that you guys are having and the growth. And we can't wait to see what's next.
Thank you. I can't wait to come back to tell you all that's new again.
Absolutely.
You could have me back next week, and I'm sure I'd have another 15 minutes to share with you.
That's exactly right. There's so much changing. Yes. So next time we're going to talk more about Mexico. Yay! You heard it here first, guys. You heard it here first. Kris, thanks so much. Have a great rest of your week.
Thank you. You too.
All right, you guys. I love speaking with our cruise lines, because she's absolutely right. Every single time it's a different conversation, and we can talk every single week, and it's going to be different. So much going on. Our next guest has some really special news to share. She is one of our favorites here at KHM Travel Group. Please welcome Anita Pagliasso with a silent G, Vice President of Industry Relations here at KHM Travel Group. Hello, Anita, and good day from California, right?
Oh, well, yes. Hi, Carolyn. It's been interesting. I mean, we've had this drought for so long, and sorry, my printer's going off.
Now you're getting washed away.
Yeah, and now we've had tsunamis. You're talking about tsunamis. Now we have these atmospheric rivers. Who ever heard of that before? And then this morning, I'm sitting here. We had a 3.0 earthquake.
So, you're kidding me.
Never have I. I'm born and raised in California, and I've never seen rain and an earthquake at the same time.
Oh my goodness.
So, yeah.
Well, last week when I was skiing, we had what they called a snow tornado. And I thought, oh, Lord, what is that? And I don't think I want to go out in it. It took every ounce of me. Come on, Mom. Come on, Mom. I'm like, do we really need to go out? So
I make up these names, right?
Right. And they're terrifying. They're absolutely terrifying. Yeah. So will you have some really important news to share with us? What is it?
Well, I'm really very, very excited to announce that I've actually thrown in my hat with a little encouragement from some ASTA friends to run for the National Board at Large for ASTA. And it's very exciting because, as most of you know, the industry is my heart. I just adore the industry. I adore the people. I adore everything about it. And I'm passionate on top of that. And I want to do whatever I can to be involved and be involved for KHM as well for our industry overall. So it's very exciting, and I know that the ballots will be going out to all ASTA members on March 24th. And so I think our wonderful marketing team has got some things prepared to give you even more information about it. And I'm just really looking for everybody's support with this. I'm very excited.
What does that job entail? What will you be doing?
Well, it's like any national board. It's kind of being involved with decision makings and really understanding what's going on, and helping moving the association forward. Because I've always said this is, I kind of coined the phrase is, travel is your business and ASTA is your voice. And over the years, I've been involved with so many grassroots efforts with ASTA, especially like AB5 was a real crucial one that started here in California, where they were trying to say that all independent contractors should become employees. So it's having that pulse on that and really understanding, because I also have a role with the California Coalition of Travel Organizations, because things kind of like to start here and move to the east.
Yes.
And so in the combination of being involved with CCTO and ASTA, it's bringing the news to all our advisors as soon as possible, and then also getting as many advisors involved, because I kind of remember back, Carolyn, when I first got into this, and I didn't realize what joining a chamber of commerce means. And so I kept getting encouraged to join it, and I thought it was just putting a plaque up on your wall. With anything, you get participation, you have to participate. And so getting everybody more involved is my mission, to see what they're doing on the back end to help anything that kind of pops up in our way that will prevent us from running the businesses the way we want to run our business.
Well, and I think, do you know that that's when I joined? AB5 was actually when I joined ASTA.
Yeah, really?
Yes, because I am, it has only been the last year that I actually became an employee with KHM, and I had not been an employee since I was teaching at the high school level. I had always been an independent contractor. And so that relationship and that ease and the independence was very important to me. And I really felt threatened when someone was going to take that ability away. If I want to become an employee, I can do that.
Yeah.
But don't tell me I can't be independent. And that's when I said, I need to make sure that I'm on board. And the only people out there that were voicing the concern was ASTA. And so I said, well, it's clear this is the voice telling me it's time to join.
Right.
And that's when I did.
Yeah, I think it was very heartening for me to see that there was a collaboration, because many times we're a little bit splintered in our industry, but this was one time that just kind of started bringing everybody together. And so I want to continue to see that, to see how we all work together, whether it's the cruise lines or the airlines or the hotels and all industries, the Travel Institute, everybody all together working for the common goal of raising up not only our industry, but raising up the professionalism and acknowledging the wonderful agents that are out there selling their products.
Absolutely. So if AB5 didn't do it for me, it absolutely would have been COVID. The support, the relentless support of ASTA during that time was really important. So I encourage all of you, if you're not a member, join. Once you're a member, cast your vote for Anita Pagliasso for director at large. Did I get that right?
Yes.
And because it's an important job, she represents all of us and gives us all a voice. And I think that's just a really important and what a special time in your career to be able to do this.
Yes, I really do. I'm very excited with the prospect of winning this. And for KHM agents, there is a discount. If you haven't joined yet, it's KHM 50 when you go to ASTA.org and look at the membership opportunity there. Whether you're ready to vote on March 24th or not, I still encourage everybody to join and get behind and stand behind the voice for all of us, which
Absolutely.
is
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We are going to see for those boot campers that are coming in to join us, they're going to hear more from you this week, but we are excited for you and we wish you the best of luck and we champion you on.
Thanks, Carolyn. Thanks, everybody. Great talking to you.
Thank you. Bye, Anita. See you soon.
See you soon.
You guys, thank you so much for being here today. What a special episode that we were able to bring you, even though we're not coming live this week. Thanks to our video team for the fantastic setup. This is really, really fun. We'll have to remember this for the next time I'm in town. Thank you to our sponsors, Apple Leisure Group, for their continued support. Next week, you guys, I'm very excited. I will be coming to you live from Beaches, Turks, and Caicos. We are going to have a great interview with some of the staff that's there. I'm going to share with you my experience. And the only reason we won't be coming to you live is if some reason my flight doesn't get back from Cleveland on Friday. So cross your fingers, say those prayers that I will be coming to you live from Turks and Caicos next week. You guys have a great rest of your week. Happy selling, and we'll see you next time.